Scenes for Survival is a National Theatre Scotland project and has been created in association with BBC Scotland, Screen Scotland, BBC Arts, Culture in Quarantine project, and Scotland's leading theatre venues and companies with support from Hopscotch Films. Scenes for Survival is a new season of 40-plus digital artworks created in response to the current COVID-19 outbreak. Alone is one of these works. A new short from leading Scottish comedienne Janey Godley. Written by Janey Godley, directed by Caitlin Skinner, and performed by Janey Godley. Janey plays a middle-aged woman called Betty who is isolating at home with her dog Bobo. It is filmed in Betty's living room on her sofa, and she allows us a glimpse into her lockdown experience through her dialogue with us and her dog. This was filmed using a fixed camera angle and has an intimate conversational feel. For the entire scene, Betty is sat on a comfy-looking sofa, piled with patterned pillows and blankets. It looks like it may have been slept on. A coffee table is in front of the sofa, out of sight. Betty is a woman in her 50s. Her hair is long and brown with a fringe, and she wears it tied up. She's filmed from the waist up and wears a black, loosely fitted shirt with white spots on it. Bobo is a sausage dog with a shiny dark brown and tan short-haired coat. Bobo remains close to Betty throughout the filming, but starts off on a pillow to Betty's right. Alone, filmed in isolation in Glasgow.
It's hard being alone. It's hard in lockdown. I mean, I'm not alone. Got my wee dog.
Bobo inches towards Betty. She strokes her lost in thought.
My husband Jim, 40 years of marriage.
A proud look on her face, she continues stroking her dog.
Likes his rules, does my Jim.
Looks directly into the camera.
Keep your hair tidy, Betty. Keep it up. Don't wear too much makeup. Don't draw attention to yourself. Keep your voice quiet. Be nice. If you go into my handbag and organise it all. Jim, the whole thing. Organise every bit in my handbag. Like to look after me. My mammy says he was a good man. Any man that carries a few different coloured pens in his pocket and has got a stamp card for his work. That's the kind of man Jim is. 40 years we've been married. 40 years.
Looks directly at Bobo.
Oh, am I boring you? Got a son, Stephen. Our son, Stephen. He's an artist, lives in Soho in London. Jim says it's not a real job. You don't have a stamp-in card and a pen. Stephen lives with his friend Martin.
She looks directly into the camera to say this, as if telling us personally.
Miss Stephen. When he was a baby, he went straight into his own room. Into his own room, Betty. Make him independent. I'd lie there and I'd hear him crying in the night. And Jim would say, "Don't run to him, Betty." My breasts would leak all over the bed.
She brings Bobo in closer.
I said to Jim, "I might go to Soho and see Stephen." He said, "Betty, women don't run about Soho. Married women on their own."
A far-off look on her face.
Likes his rules, Jim. Every night, 8:30, he would decide what we're watching on TV, writes it all down. And then it would be, "Betty, bring the tea." I'd come out with a tray. It would be the china cup, the china pot, the saucers, the sugar bowl, the milk bowl, the silver spoon, the fruit scone, the plain scone. Loves his routines, there's Jim.
She sits, kisses Bobo on the head, loses herself in thought.
The government came on the TV and said, "Don't go out, stay at home, save lives. Don't leave the house, wear a mask." Loves his rules, Jim, but can he stick to them? No. It was a week last Tuesday. Was it Wednesday? No, it was Tuesday, a week last Tuesday. He came back coughing. Cough, 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 all night. All night with the coughing. And then the sweating. Soaked the bed. 3 days of sweating. I put him into Stephen's room. Self-isolate him. When he listen. I'll go where I want. Yeah. He was gasping for a breath. Gasping. Couldn't catch.
Her gaze drifts downwards as if gathering her emotions.
I mean, I'll let the relevant authorities know. I'll let them know. I will contact the people as is what's to happen when this is all done.
A faraway look, processing what has happened. She strokes Bobo's ears, reaches for a mug.
Oh, we drink out a mug now, don't we? Why we drink a tea?
She holds the mug for Bobo to drink out of.
Your daddy seen us doing this, there'd be a war.
Bobo looks up at Betty as she drinks out of the same mug.
Oh.
Bobo sips again. Betty puts the mug on the table in front of her, pauses in thought. She talks directly to Bobo.
Might go to London. We'll go see Stephen. He'll love you.
She kisses the top of Bobo's head, takes the clips out of her hair and shakes it down.
God, look at my hair. Look at this. This is what they call lockdown hair, Bobo. Need to get my roots done.
She pulls at her hair. She reaches again for the mug, takes a long sip, looks forward over the rim of the mug, directly into the camera. Alone. Scenes for Survival. Written by Janey Godley. Performed and filmed by Janey Godley. Editor, Seth Hardwick. First Assistant Director, Sophie Cooper. Production Coordinator, Dallas Murray. Makeup and Costume, Sophie Ferguson. Technical Advisors, Seth Hardwick. Ewan McLaren. Technical Executive, Gemma Swallow. Scenes for Survival Production Team. Artistic Director and CEO, Jackie Wiley. Executive Producer and Deputy CEO, Brenna Hobson. Executive Producer, Caroline Newell. Executive Producer, Charlotte Gross. Programme Associate, Cora Bissett. Script Editor, Rosie Kelleher. Associate Producer, Susanna Armitage. Associate Producer, Callum Smith. Programme Advisor, Stella Litchfield. Programme Advisor, Emma Shad. Production Coordinator, Ali Creer. Production Coordinator, Maureen Dalton. Production Coordinator, Dallas Murray. Executive Producers for Scenes for Survival, BBC Arts, Jonty Claypole. BBC Scotland, Gavin Smith. Louise Thornton. Screen Scotland, Leslie Finlay. Hopscotch Films, John Archer. Produced by Callum Smith. Directed by Caitlin Skinner. Produced by National Theatre of Scotland in association with BBC Scotland, Screen Scotland, BBC Arts, Culture and Quarantine Project, with support from Hopscotch Films.